Hey everyone, welcome back to Fishing Outside the Box, where we open our minds to new ideas, hone our craft, and think about things that aren't normally thought about. How often have you wondered about the strength and structural integrity of the lures you're using? It kind of seems like they should hold up to whatever strain we put them under, right? Unfortunately, that's not always the case. Big fish can and will find the weak point in your equipment and leave you empty-handed. That's what we're trying to avoid. Hopefully, by the end of this video, we will learn which baits need some upgrades and which ones are ready to winch a monster and which ones are ready to winch in a fish of a lifetime straight out the box. Today's video is going to be a cheap versus expensive Squarebill strength test. Now don't worry, I'm not going to just destroy these lures. We're just testing the stock hardware that comes on them. But if you want to see me test the strength of the lure itself, something crazy is bound to happen. So leave a comment if that's something you want to see and let me know what lures I should test next. Frogs, jigs, big swim baits. Stay tuned and let's get things straightened out. I'm going to take off my Crocs just in case I drop a heavy weight on my toes and put on some steel toe boots. Smart thinking. Okay, I have my scale here. This goes up to 50 pounds. So hopefully this will be able to do it for most of these. Or hopefully not, actually. But I think it will. I think we'll be able to use this for most of them. If we need to put some heavy weights on, then we'll just measure by the known weight of the weight that we're using. I have rigged up this little wire. It hooks through the eye of the lure and onto the scale, and then this little loop that goes around the bottom hook, and I'll be pulling on that with this wrench. Now keep in mind, there's a lot of variation in a scenario like this. When you're fishing, you could hook them on both trebles, and which in that case that would like double your strength. You could hook them just on one little tiny hook or multiple, but just for experiment's sake, we're gonna just hook it on the bottom one and see what we can find out. Okay, this first one I'm testing is, I think, one of the most expensive Squarebills that I know of. It's a Megabass S crank, and this is a $20 crankbait. So we'll see how strong it is. I mean, they're all in the same genre, so I don't think one is gonna like blow away all the other, but maybe. This one's not looking very promising, unfortunately. But we'll pull on it and see what we can see. Okay, with 18 pounds of pressure on it, I'm already seeing some hook bendage. Okay, so not much more than 20 pounds, and this split ring bent out. So that's that. Okay, the next one is the cheapest. This is a Academy brand H2O Squarebill, and this Squarebill was just over $4. So we're talking about a huge price difference. Let's see if there's a difference in the hardware quality. This surprisingly is actually looking more promising than the Megabass lure. So I'm gonna hook it through the nose and then wrap my little doodad around the hooks. Okay, here we go. I'm having a hard time seeing it. Okay, 20 pounds, and we do have some hook bendage and some split ring bendage. but still hanging in there. So I'm gonna give it another pull. Okay, just over 20 pounds. And breakage. And it looks like we have the same scenario. Split ring bent out. And I saw the hooks were bending pretty bad too. Okay, since they're all pulling at 20 pounds, I have a 20-pound weight that I'm gonna hang on there and then pull from there. That way I'm not giving myself a hernia. Here's a Berkeley Squarebill. This is a $9 lure. So here we go. Here's 20 pounds. Nothing. Okay, I'm gonna just start hanging weights on it because that's way easier. Alright, this Berkeley Squarebill has actually been hanging here the whole time I've been rigging up these other weights. So we're at 20, here's a 15, big jump. This will be 35. Seeing some hook bendage, some split ring bendage. 35. Boom. Another 15. That will be 50 pounds. Okay, it couldn't take it. Split ring, front split ring is about to go. Here we go. So probably high 30s. And there's the hook. I think one of the weights landed on it though. So actually it looks pretty good considering nothing's straightened out. Very impressed with that hook, and I'm very impressed with Berkeley in general. This is the 6-cent Squarebill. I think this one is gonna hold a lot. This is just over an $8 lure, almost a $9 lure. So good middle of the road, good quality. I think this one's gonna do very well. I don't know, might be limited by that front split ring. Gonna rig it all up. Ready to test. I got rid of the scale because we know the weights of the dumbbells now, so not necessary. Okay, 20 pounds. Nothing. 35. Adding 15 here. Okay, I'm seeing some bendage in the back split ring. And this 15 is gonna do it, watch. Back split ring. I guess this is a test of split rings. So we have had some hooks straightened out, but it's been the split rings that have been failing. And that's really no surprise. How long is this train? Okay, the train's gone. There's still another one idling over there, so excuse the low rumble, but we're gonna march on here. Squarebill. This is a $8 lure. I'm very impressed with a lot of things about this. It's a very clean lure, and it has really nice sharp hooks on it. But these split rings, I can tell you right now, they're not, no. It's a weak link. So we're gonna rig it up and see if I'm right, which I like to think I normally am. I don't even think this is gonna hold the 20-pound weight, so I'm gonna actually do a 15. Okay, here we go with the 15. Split rings already don't look very healthy. Another 15, this will be 30. There's no way. Nope, can't do it. Okay, the front split ring went, but that's part of the package that it comes with. Your line would connect here and come out to both of these eyes. So whether or not the hook's held up, we still have a weak link. So front one went, the hooks look fine, the back one was starting to give. So these split rings are trash. Rest of the lure, I kind of like. Next one is in the same price range, $7.99. This is Guggen Squad. And these split rings are looking pretty good. So we'll see how it does. I think this one's gonna do better, so I'm gonna start with the 20. No sign of weakness or bendage or anything. Let's bump it up to 35. Okay, I did have a little bendage there. I think it was actually my top little wire holder thing. Some minor signs of stress in the lower split ring. Everything else looking great. 50 pounds. Hook broke. I should wear safety glasses because that shot all the way back into the shop. Split rings on the Guggen Squad Squarebill show no sign of bendage or anything. What did give was the hooks. Another weak link. But it still held 35 pounds. Actually probably a little more than 35 pounds because I was putting another weight on when it broke. Rapala Squarebill, $10. So upper range here. Not looking very promising, to be completely honest. We'll try it out. 15 pounds. Split rings are looking a little sheepish. £30. £50. Actually, I'm going to go in between, take a 15 off, and put the 20 on. $35. Very shocking because those split rings were looking mighty thin. 50. Not gonna work. The GoPro overheated and it broke. But it would not take the last one. It wouldn't do 50. So we were at 35 with that one. Strike King, $8. Oh, I forgot to show the last one. Front split ring is not looking great. And there's a train coming, but the back split ring is gone. With how many trains are going by, there better be nothing out of stock. Hurry up. I think the train is stopping, so we will march on. Strike King, Squarebill, $8. Based off of my history with these things, great lure, gets bit. Not the greatest hardware that comes stock on this thing. So I've been changing the hardware out on these for years. So I don't have high hopes for this one. 15 pounds. Safety glasses. £30. Not looking too strong right now. I take the 15 off and put the 20 on. Not gonna do it. Really, train? These trains, I swear. Back split ring went. 13 fishing jabberjaw. I saved this one till last because the hooks are like complete beefcakes. The split rings are looking mighty strong. It has a metal bill. The only thing that I'm worried about is this tiny little, skimpy little snap they have on here. So, we'll see how that goes. It's really unfortunate because I think that snap is gonna go very quickly. 20 pounds. $35. No sign of give. 50. Will this be the one? Split ring. Snap shows no signs of weakness. I've been wrong before. Okay, a recap. The Berkeley coming in at $9, so mid to high, but more like mid. Confirmed. Well above 35 pounds. I have written down 38 pounds, so the high 30s. That's a dynamite little Squarebill right there. Very strong. And what ultimately failed was that front split ring. And I'm gonna do a video on what I do to simplify my hardbait game. I take all the front split rings off and use a high quality snap. Seriously? I take all my split rings off, use a high quality snap, and that way I can have my crankbait rod tied on with the snap and interchange hard baits very quickly. And it's a great solution, and it also eliminates one of those weak links. The lowest amount that one of the lures held was the Spro, but this thing has really nice hooks on it. Get out of here, wasp. This thing has really nice hooks on it, but it was the split rings that had the weak link. So there was a confirmed 15, it wouldn't do the 30. the weakest. The cheapest lure, the H2O, actually outdid the most expensive one by a little bit. The Megabass $20 lure, basically paying $1 for each pound that it'll hold. Pretty lame. But don't get me wrong, all these lures can catch a fish. They're all, I mean, you don't need a lure to hold 38 pounds in order for you to catch a fish. But when you get that fish of a lifetime, those fish are very strong. And if they're hooked on one little treble, or if they start twisting and rolling, those components can fail. So I would recommend, if you are in a scenario where you think you're going to catch a big fish, change your split rings out. If you can afford it. If you can't, then just use a crankbait correctly and use a soft rod. Go easy on them. Don't set the hook like Hulk Hogan or John Cena or the Incredible Hulk. Go easy on them. They're treble hook baits. The hardware is lighter. You don't have to set the hook super hard because the gauge of these hooks are real thin. And the fish are hooked probably before you even know that they bit. Load the rod up, reel set, and play these fish easy and you can get them in the boat. Now some, you're just kind of getting what you're paying for. The H2O, you're not going to expect it to have high quality components. So anyway, I think what we learned is there's definitely some baits out there that need some upgrades. So upgrade your split rings and hooks for a stronger presentation. And when you finally hook into that fish of a lifetime, you won't have to worry about at least that part of your equipment. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something. Like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you think I should test next. I actually had a lot of fun with this one, with the exception of the trains. So I'll try to find a way to make it more cinematic or a little bit easier to see the different details. I know I was kind of backlit in that shot, but I think y'all got the point. I will have the links to as many of these as I can find on Amazon. So go check out the links, and if you like any of the ones that you saw, you can purchase them there. Thanks for watching.